Rodney Moncur and his March for Justice partners were likely pounding the pavement in that March for Justice today when those fatal shots were fired at Kemp Road. His routine holiday event condemning murder and calling for capital punishment to be enforced is still going strong. Today, Moncur told our Andrew Knowles about this leg of the crusade and what he thinks about the worst of the worst debate.
They remain unrelenting in their stand for justice. Families of murdered victims, along with concerned citizens, took to the streets this morning with placards. Although small in numbers, they have a big goal: to convince the government to end the capital punishment hiatus. Here's March organizer Rodney Moncur.
Capital punishment is on our books. Notwithstanding the fact that the Privy Council, the highest court of appeal for our nation, has put what I would refer to as roadblocks in our way. The government, through legislation, can remove the impediments that prevents capital punishment from being carried out in the Bahamas.
More than 40 people have fallen victim to the violent crime wave in the country so far this year. And although recent Royal Bahamas Police Force statistics reflect that crime is down, it is believed that the fare of crime is still up. But Attorney General Alison Maynard Gibson recently said that her office is championing hanging as the primary method of capital punishment. While she couldn't confirm when that will ever happen, the death penalty, she maintains, will be engaged in cases branded the worst of the worst.
The worst of the worst is a crime that we have never seen and will never see in our lifetime. And so the Privy Council's decision is irrational, and without the necessary amendment to the law, perhaps even a constitutional amendment, we will forever be tied by the Privy Council.
Presidents of the families of all murdered victims, Candy Gibson, expressed her disappointment at the turnout. Nevertheless, participants say they just hope those in authority are listening.
We personally feel like it's supposed to be pastors out here today, MPs, urban renewals, other civic groups, because murder affecting everybody now. And you might have a loved one murdered, but then again, you might know of someone who had a loved one murdered. And we just the other day we had a tourist murder. Come on, Bahamas, let's stand. Let's stand. Together we stand and divided we're going to fall.
It's important for me to be out here today to represent my son because he doesn't have a voice no more. So right now I am his voice. And I would be the voice for him and many others who have been murdered, whose families are probably afraid to come out and support their loved ones.
Where I live in Baines and Grandstown, we have shooting every day. I'm sick and tired of it. You see, the government need to do something.
The next march is scheduled to take place on the Labor Day holiday, which is just a few weeks from now. But these families say they intend to continue to raise their voices until the right thing is done. Andrew Knowles, ZNS Network News.